Hi, this is Tina with Sit Happens Dog Training and Behavior. So last time we talked about gaining marble acquisition, right? Waiting until our dog is relaxed and settled and not out of their mind before we ask more of them. And this is important because so often I see worry in a dog or even excitement in a dog get them into big trouble, and us too, right? So the dog is all geeked up and excited. That muddies the water. We can't actually see what the dog is communicating. This is especially true in like bracky breeds where their little faces are smushed in, or in super fuzzy dogs where you can't see a lot of their facial structure, or the bouncy dorky fast dog. So because the excitement, their marbles aren't in their head, it muddies the water and it gets us into trouble. Either the dog approaches too quickly and then they startle and scare themselves and they go, whoa, I didn't mean that. Or they come in too quickly and the other dog or the other person misreads what they're communicating and closes the distance too. And so we end up with what I always say with clients is the car crash, right? We just have a big car crash happen. Some trainers will say these are Tarzan dogs, that they just swing in on a vine and jump into the middle of an interaction, and it goes really badly, right? Because they're not really thinking, and we don't have time to help them because like stuff's happening before we're even like ready to have it happen. So when I'm working with those dogs, or even with my own dogs, because you know I've got one that's kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, they don't get to close the distance until they're relaxed. And I don't mean they're not barking or that they're not pulling at the leash or they're not doing this or that. Do you remember in the last video I talked about what relaxed looks like? That's where they have to be. Yeah, for the average owner, they're like, holy guacamole, that'll take like lots of exposures. Yeah, it does. It takes sometimes lots of exposures. It takes your dog being in a space with another dog and both of them are on leashes, and they both have to completely relax before they get to come closer together. And I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, well, for goodness sakes, like why can some people just like let their dogs off leash and everybody gets to play? And honestly, I don't know. Those dogs are straight up kind of creepy to me because that's not normal. Oh, did I just say that out loud? Yeah, in my experience, that's not normal. Adult dogs, like adult people, don't instantly start playing with one another. We get to know each other first. So I think to a certain extent, we have an unrealistic expectation about what our dogs should be able to do instantaneously and not. And that is made a gajillion times worse when your dog is young, like under 5, or if your dog is hard to read because they're really fast and they're really energetic and they're really friendly. Because it's not so much always about your dog. It can also be about the other dog or the other person or their sensitivity. So I'm just going to beg you, because their email would say, hey, Tina, could you beg my owner, slow things down, slow their roll. It's huge. It lets you see what's going on. It lets you help them get it right. Because practice, actually today, I said in a meeting, somebody said practice makes perfect. And I said, no, it doesn't. Perfect practice makes perfect. So there's my sticking point for today. Perfect practice makes perfect. And if you want help with that, if you want to send me video, you can. Like, I'll totally help. Because once you figure out what perfect practice is, you'll never ever do it another way. And over time, you won't have to really probably do it much at all, because your dog will figure out the right way to do it, like how to do it so that it goes beautifully. So, Tina with Sit Happens Dog Training, we speak dog.